Hi, it's Vanessa Ugatti, the True Worth Expert here, and today I'm going to be talking about minding your language. Now, rest assured, I'm not talking about swear words. Rather, I'm talking about what you say to yourself, either out loud to other people or even to yourself, or in your head. Because what you say to yourself then determines how you feel. And then usually that determines the actions you take. So I'm sure you can work out for yourself, if you're saying something that's positive to yourself, you feel good, and then you take positive actions. But when you say something that's negative about yourself, then you will take negative actions because you're not feeling great. And in this particular video, I wanted to focus on one phrase that I hear from lawyers all the time, but I know this is equally appropriate to other service providers, such as accountants or consultants, or anybody really who is selling their time for money. And that phrase is justify your fees, or I need to justify my fees. So when I hear this, the immediate feeling I have is the person is apologizing for charging. It means that they're not really comfortable themselves with what they're saying in terms of their charges. So if they don't feel comfortable themselves, how do they really expect their client to accept those fees? And the actual sad fact is they don't, because what happens is the client picks up that you're not comfortable saying your fees, and so they start asking for discounts or special terms or something extra. And because you don't feel comfortable, you then get taken in by what they're saying, and they sell to you rather than you selling to them. And so you agree to it. And so you lose out on your money, and then that erodes your confidence further. So justify your fees is something you've been probably telling yourself a long time. I need to justify my fees. Now, what if you were to look at it from a different perspective and say to yourself, rather than that, what is the value I am bringing to the client? What is the result I'm getting from my client? And how much is that worth to them? Then when you say your fees, you say it from a better perspective, from a more confident perspective. Now, I was in a client session the other day with a lawyer who's extremely experienced. In fact, he's got something like 40 years experience. But it was only recently that he started really beginning to value himself, in fact, since I started coaching him. And we were talking about a particular client or a particular type of piece of work that he was going to do for a client, where it was much more value-based. So it wasn't going to be done on an hourly charging rate, it was going to be done on the result that he could get for the client. And immediately when we started discussing it, he went into the just justifying my fees, because probably the piece of work that he's going to do for the client will get a really big result for them, but it won't take very much time. And because he was always used to billing everything just on time, he went into, I must justify it. And I said, no, all you need to do is say, this is what I can do for you. This is the result you're going to get. And this is the fee I will charge on successful completion of that work. Are you happy to go ahead on that basis? That's it. There is no request for justification, or there's no trying to justify what it is you're charging for your clients. So if you found this useful, please do share, like and comment on with your colleagues. And also I will be producing more videos around this subject, because there are so many words to avoid, but also there are things that you can say instead which will be much more beneficial to you. So that's Vanessa Ugatti, the True Worth Expert, saying bye for now.